when you're playing, when you're starting out and playing music part-time, as everybody is, as an amateur or as a semi-professional or wannabe professional, everything is exciting, everything's brand new. One of the main reasons guys joined bands back in the 60s was to get girls. That was one side of it, but the music side of it, I don't think there was any actual period that you would say that there was a different concept being semi-pro as there was to being a pro. When we were semi-pros, we learned every tune as if it was life and death. We learned all the parts, we did everything as on the record. We copied things lick for lick, note for note, arrangement verbatim. And in that respect, we were already thinking like professionals, where a lot of guys were just playing sketchy versions of Motown songs or Stax tunes or whatever. They figured if they had the right chords and some of the right parts, that would do fine, nobody would notice. Well, when I was semi-pro, the bands and the people I was playing with didn't feel that way. They were determined to get it right from the get-go. So we probably always had the right path in mind. And I don't think that we figured that we were ever going to stay semi-professional. We knew we were going to be professional musicians, so you may as well get it right from the start. And that was the approach that I took, and the guys that ended up forming the Average White Band were all came from the same school. Get it right, whether you're semi-pro or a professional. Same approach. Do it right, do it properly, and beat each other up to play the right parts, and then when you come to write your own tunes, you apply the same rule of thumb, you apply the same principles. Everybody find their part, play it well, stick to it, and the whole thing forms a cohesive piece of music that, lo and behold, does the business. It's as simple as that. And we learn. Well, I've been a D'Addario string user for about 10 or 12 years, I guess, simply because there's no other strings that actually have a feel like that. They've got a silkiness that I find works for my kind of playing, and with the bass strings and the guitar strings I use flat wound strings because I like moving from one instrument to the other. I like a similarity between the two things, so I use a fairly what I think is a heavyish gauge of guitar string. The D'Addarios have a good resistance, the 11 through I guess it's 48, or is it maybe 50? 11 through 50 I think, the guitar strings. And then I use the 45 through 132 5-string bass set. So when I go from one instrument to the next, there isn't a huge difference in the attack or the resistance that I need to feel when I'm playing. And that's an important thing, because if you're singing and playing at the same time, you're not trying to be all technical and thoughtful about it. It's something that accompanies your voice, and therefore it has to be very, very natural. So I think that, overall, and I've tried a lot of different strings over the years, the D'Addario strings have got the best response for my style of playing anyway. That's why I use them, and that's why I want to continue using them.